When I came out of Manhattan School, I didn't really know whether I wanted to pursue musical theater or classical music. I kind of tried both and was trying to see which would stick. And they were both sticking to various degrees, and I think I sort of assumed that at some point I would just be led down one path, and that hasn't really happened. I've actually managed to do both in different ways, and I've had times where I've thought, oh, you know, I really want to prioritize classical music right now, and inevitably a really good musical theater job will come my way, and that will get tossed out the door. Or I'll have lots of great classical gigs and can't get an audition to save my life in musical theater. One teacher that I think about all the time, and I literally go back to her book, is Catherine LaBeouf, who teaches English diction here. And I've used her teaching in so many different areas, from opera to musical theater, doing British accent, standard, mid-Atlantic accent. So that's been really helpful. I worked with some wonderful directors here. There's a woman named Robin Guarino who directed the one opera I did with Opera Studio, and she's been instrumental in my career. So I made a lot of connections and learned a lot about things that would actually be useful to me in my career, which doesn't always happen, I think, in school. So my son Max is 14 months old, and in terms of work-life balance, I think the answer is that there is no balance. It's just weighted towards one or the other. There are some days when I'm a really good mom and a not very effective performer, and then there are days when I'm a fantastic performer and kind of an absent mom. And then maybe there are days when I'm bad at both, and a few days when I'm good at both. I think my first few years out of here, I was just kind of following whatever opportunity I could. And you have to do that right away. That's how you figure out where you're supposed to be. But I think as you do it more, it's much more about, like, let's sit down and think about this and say, if I choose A or if I choose B, which is the one that I'm really, really drawn towards right now? And it's tough, because sometimes the thing that you're drawn towards is the thing you think you shouldn't be drawn towards, or it pays less money, or it's going to cause huge family upheaval. But I think it's important. My favorite ice cream flavor is probably chocolate chip cookie dough. I like the ice cream with the big chunks in it. I'm a big fan, especially of places like Cold Stone Creamery, where they just put the chunks of stuff in it and the ice cream is almost like an afterthought. When I was in junior high school, I was a 2-time national finalist for the National History Day competition. Is Nicki Minaj's Anaconda. I listen to it quite a bit, especially when I'm trying to get psyched up for the show or work out or something like that. That gets a lot of rotation.